Oxford to Summit North, 7 Knot Mike presents. Getting an early start, 6:45 a.m. It's June 28th, and it is one foggy morning. Leaving Oxford, heading out to tread Avon River. Here I think this is a marina. We just passed DeMilo's. There's an anchorage out here. Oxford Yacht Agency all the way at the end. And this is Safe Harbor Marina over here. Foggy morning, so we're going to take it slow. This is Saturday morning, and the goal is to go up to about Rock Hall, and then maybe on Sunday work our way up to Summit. Foggy morning on the said Avon River, leading out to the Chesapeake. With the encouragement of John Shanahan of Oxford Yacht Agency, he encouraged us to get up to Summit North because the weather on Monday was predicted as a small craft advisory, as it turns out. Also here we looked at maybe going through Kent Narrows, but elected to go up the Chesapeake Bay straight up and underneath the bridge. Also having some fun here with ChatGPT, asking her for different weather windows and suggested times and tides and currents. It's pretty cool. While underway, we also ran a route up to Worton Creek, ultimately going with Summit, because we have a great weather window to take advantage of. While in Oxford, we had an opportunity to visit with John Shanahan of Oxford Yacht Agency. He was a dealer for Grand Banks, and he encouraged us to run the boat at 1,700 RPM, 1,600 RPM. Says it needs a good run. You have those twin Cummins diesels, let them run. So for this run, since we had a 10-hour day, we did go up to 1,700 RPM, set it there, and ran it all day. And she ran like a charm. Here in the, you can see the depth finder shows we're at 58 feet, and here we're approaching the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. Chesapeake Bay Bridge. Here we are approaching the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. What a magnificent sight, and it's actually two bridges. So as we go through, and we were idling through, so there was time. I took pictures both east and west, which we'll see in a moment. Folks might answer that question. People navigate that side. Here on the chart, you can see as we're just about to go under the bridge. Idling through. And here it is. Here we go. Look at that. That is cool. And here's some still photography as we're looking east and west at the two bridges, and the water is so beautiful and calm. We have our overcast day, and I think it's just a beautiful picture and beautiful imagery, life on the water. Wow, beautiful day. A friend of mine said too much water in the videos, but the reason I like to post these images is it gives you a sense of what it is and what it feels like to be on the water, the experience of being on the boat, the water rushing past. It is like therapy. It really is, and I hope you enjoy these these pictures and videos that we're posting. We're in the final stretch, about 3 hours to go, and you can see on the chart we're approaching the Sassafras River, the Bohemia River, and we're getting close to Chesapeake City and the C&D Canal. As we go north on the Chesapeake, you have these long, straight runs, and I was like, autopilot is our friend, but just enjoying our ride. It's on autopilot, heading straight up the bay, a beautiful long straight run. Coming up the ICW, a lot more navigating, and not those long straight runs, just a thought. So we're making our way.
We feel it. We're 2 hours from Summit Marina, which is about, I'll say, midway, and the C&D Canal. We're working our way closer and closer. Get back. Cheers. Getting closer to Summit North Marina, which will be our top-off point tomorrow to go across the Delaware Bay, weather permitting, and go to Cape May. Getting closer to home. There's something you don't see a lot, a pipeline crossing. So that is a pipeline going across, which is bridging the river for the canal. Approaching Summit North Marina. We can see it to port front on the left.
Here's the approach to Summit Marina, Summit North, and they show a little caution there right near the entrance because it could be a tad shallow, so you want to call the marina and ask them about that on your approach. So we arrived 5:15, ran 1700 all day. It was a 10.5-hour day, great day on the water, and we made it. And while at the fuel dock, or I should say after we got our slip, we motored over to the fuel dock. It was right there, got diesel fuel for our transit for Sunday morning. We were playing with ChatGPT to figure out the morning, what time to leave, what the currents were going to do. Very interesting. Sunday morning, we're getting ready to depart at 7:25 a.m. To cross the Delaware Bay south to Cape May. Thanks for joining 7 Knot Mike and 7 Knot Nancy on our journey. Hope you're enjoying our posts here on YouTube. 7 Knot Mike, out.